Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Atlanta & Company. I'm Christine Pilara. So happy to be with you. What I'm also happy about is that from the corner of my eye, I can see all the cobwebs and all the Halloween decorations that my beloved little Katie, that we put up yesterday, she loves Halloween so much. Just seeing her joy yesterday, I mean, it was infectious. We're going to get to Halloween 2020 and what it looks like in just a minute with our Have You Heard segment. But right now, I am going to introduce you to the one and only Kara Kinnear. And Kara, I love of all things fall, has extended to me picking up the most delicious pumpkin bread with a cream cheese icing that I have with my coffee, and I'm gonna sit back and listen to your stories and enjoy. And I wonder why I can't lose that 5 pounds. It's delicious.
You are fully enveloped in all things fall and glorious over there. I love it. I love it. And I'm so happy that Kate is excited to decorate. It just makes you feel good. And we have this big, scary pumpkin that Isaac has been waiting to put out, but it's kind of creepy. So I'm going to hold that off as long as possible. All right, let's get into some It's All Good stories. This first one is a call to action as much as it is a feel-good story about the community rallying around a town in Oregon. As we've seen on the news for the past few weeks, the wildfires out west are truly devastating, and a lot of people are left with nothing. And this is the same for this Alavera family, and I want to tell you about Anna's story. So Anna said she was on social media. She saw the wildfires were about 2 miles away. She thought that they would be saved, but then the wind picked up. And with not much time, she grabbed some blankets, and her 18-month-old and her 5-year-old, her husband was working a few towns over, so she couldn't get into contact with him. They escaped successfully. They were sleeping in the car, and she returned back to her town to realize that her home, along with 2,500 other homes and businesses, had been burnt to the ground. So many people facing this harsh reality right now. So enter a little help. Okay, here's where it gets good. So there's a woman named Jenica who lives in Vancouver, Canada, and was seeing also on her social media all the devastation. And she thought, how can I just sit here and not do anything? I want to help these people. She said she couldn't sleep. So she was scrolling on other social media, connected with a friend of hers on Facebook who was putting families online of people who could need help that you could essentially adopt and send, essential items to or money to.
I love that.
So she picked out Anna's family, yes, and called her other friend. They started a GoFundMe for Anna, her husband, and her 2 kids. And at last check, it's almost at $5,000, which was their goal. I posted it on my Facebook page. Fun fact, too, is that because Jenica was helping, the woman that she saw their family on was actually Anna's 3rd grade teacher. So a very full circle moment there. How strange is that? But anyway, if you seek this out, you can see that there are lots of families that need help that have just lost so much. And it's the least we can do is to maybe send a few dollars their way to help this. I mean, I can't imagine the grief you must feel. You lose all of your things. But, Anna said in the article, she said at first, we were telling people we were fine. We're going to be okay. We're fine. And she said, and now I'm just thinking, I do need help. Please help me. And my family and her daughter, her 5-year-old, is getting ready to start virtual kindergarten next week. So just a lot going on, like the regular mom things. And then you have to essentially start over. So check that out on my Facebook page and Atlanta & Company's. Yes.
Yeah, and I know right now so many of us are struggling ourselves, but honestly, $5, $10, $20, it really does all add up. And when you think about the devastation of not having a home, possessions in terms of clothes, your sentimental valued items, it's just absolutely devastating. And living out in California, Kara, I used to see those fires from afar. Luckily, nothing that was too close to home to me at the time. It is so eerie and scary. The night, the sky, black. I mean, it is, it's just absolutely devastating. So anything we can do to help.
Yeah, I was going to say, we see
these are
the pictures. here on our
times.
televisions and on the news, but to experience it is quite different. All right, let's get to this last story really quickly. It's really quick. There's a Miss Rita who works at a Walgreens who makes everyone smile. She's just a kind and gentle human being. And she was had just paid all her bills, went to work, was working that day, and there was a woman who came in who was going to show a house and forgot light bulbs for the house. So she was hurrying around, gathered up the light bulbs, went to pay for them, realized she didn't grab the right purse. How many times does that happen? And so she didn't have any money.
Oh,
Miss Rita
boy.
thought, I only have $12 in my account. I know I only have $12 because I just paid all my bills. But she went, got her money, and paid for those light bulbs. Rena was so excited, the realtor, that she made it to her appointment. She showed it. She came back, paid Miss Rita back. And I think the coolest part about this is that she posted it on Nextdoor to say, there's this wonderful woman at Walgreens. And then on Nextdoor, people were saying, yeah, we know Rita. She's amazing. So they also started a GoFundMe for Rita so she would have a little bit more of a cushion next time she needs to help somebody out. So Rita, thank you from Walgreens. We appreciate you.
Yes, and I love that, Kara, that of course the community knows who Rita is because she's just that special and probably gives, service with a smile. Well, we know she goes above and beyond, that's for sure. Thank you, Kara. You're not going anywhere. We're going to dive into some headlines that everybody might have missed in just a minute. But in the meantime, guys, if you have a fun or interesting It's All Good story, please share it with us. Facebook.com/ATL & Co. or tweet us using that hashtag It's All Good. It certainly is.